Welcome to the show. Who's up next? Sunday, 10 a.m. Yeah. We check. Big fella in the chair. King talk, big glare. Gorilla on me in the air. We all there. We all there. West Coast clock on 10. Pacific time we tap in. Best stories, best jams, real ones, not pretend. Welcome to the Who's Up Next show. Turn it up, let the whole block know. Big fella got the mic, it's a go. Gorilla Army in the building, say whoa. Highlights hitting like a straight right blow. Interviews heavy, every question on gold. If you really wanna see who gon' blow, tune in, this the Who's Up Next show. Lights on, cameras tight. New star born live on sight. Big fella ass once talk right. We talk crime, we talk fight. Came from nothing, now they shine. Clip that moment, freezing time. Run it back, headline every Sunday, same time. Welcome to the Who's Up Next show. Turn it up, let the whole block know. Big fella got the mic, it's a go. Gorilla Army in the building, say whoa.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? Man, I'm happy to be back. It's your boy, the big fella, back in the brand new Silverback room at Jungle Studios here at Complete College Prospect headquarters. You know, we do what we do. Let me know if this mic is, you know what I'm saying, because I can't hear myself. So, you know what I'm saying, if I got to turn up the gain or do whatever just to make this thing rock out. Let me make sure I send a message in the chat to the show. If you're here on X, hopefully it's working for you. If not, jump over to YouTube because X is ridiculous right now. Honestly, for some reason, everybody's podcasts are having issues when it comes to going live on X. But you know, it is what it is. X has been going down drain for a while. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, click over to YouTube. And you should be able to jump on with no problems. Hold on, if you don't have the link, let's throw that thing in there real quick. Let's make sure that that's in there. Because you know, when the company's run by an idiot, then well, he ain't the idiot, richest man on earth, but that doesn't mean you know how to do business in some things. But let's go with. Let's bop that real quick. We're going to share that link just in case people are having issues over at X or Twitch. Twitch is always solid. We rock out live over there all the time, never an issue. Over here on YouTube, never an issue. Like I say, X is the one that just every now and again gives us problems. But, you know, it is what it is. Welcome to the show. Look, we rocking out live from here on out with, you know, all music is owned by Complete College Prospects in the Who's Up Next show. Everything's original. We actually going to have the Who's Up Next show soundtrack. It'll be on Spotify and all of that stuff, SoundCloud, all that stuff here in a couple weeks. It's going to have like 25 songs on it. There's some special things too. I want to make sure that we're locking in with the new show, the new look. There's some things I wanted to do when, you know, Kevin Moses and Mark Gibson go out there. They do big things. Tom Tabler, they go out and they find some great athletes. These young men and women, when they get a chance to come on the show for interviews, I wanted to make sure that from here on out, we were doing something special for them. So you're going to see something I did for Billy Dunn. Who's going to be my guest on the show today out of Pensacola, Florida. You're going to get a chance to see what we're doing. So I'm going to be a lot more selective about who's coming on the show because this is something, you know, it's something special to promote them that I want to make sure that I'm always giving to every athlete or guest that comes on, depending on what they do. And it's just a new direction we're going in. We're making sure that we are really, truly giving our all to every person that comes on the show. And I'm just dialed in like that. So it was, you know, it's been a long 2 weeks. Hopefully everybody likes the new look. I like the new look. I think the Silverback room is amazing. We now have 4 other studios for podcasters to rent studio space here at a Complete College Prospect headquarters. So there's going to be a lot of different YouTube programs and shows coming up out of the the Jungle Studios here. So I'm happy that my show is the one that's spearheading the whole thing, and I'm happy. I love that the Army is here all the time, and we're just gonna continue to grow this thing. Yeah. So let's set it. Let's set the playing rules, right? If you're in a game, you got rules of engagement. So here we go. If your company suck, you're fair game. We literally want all the smoke. Period. We'll put our record up against yours. Whether it's the Who's Up Next show, Complete College Prospect as a brand, we just want to put you to bed. When we say so, look, this is what's changed. So with Complete College Prospects, the thing that has changed is we're tired of chasing the athlete and trying to tell you that this thing is good for you. We don't want to do that, right? So we're going to do something that we know, because some of you guys are ridiculous and you keep going to those companies like NCSA and things like that, and then you cry about it at the end, and then you come to us and then ask why didn't you succeed, or why your parents are wondering why you didn't get what you were looking for, or why you aren't going to school. You're deep into your senior year and you're not going to school. We've put over 1,200 athletes and students, because we deal with students and athletes in the college, right? So we just gonna keep rocking that thing out. We stick with kids. Once you get on, once you become a member at Complete College Prospect, the entire firm, 22 brands, Body Armor, Canes, Kevin Moses, Trapium, Salsa Squad, 22 brands get involved to push your kid to college, right? So we just gonna stop playing with the thing. But we decided to go one step further. I know that they put it up over at Complete College Prospect already, but I'm definitely announcing it on the show as well. So here's where we go, right? If we can't get you to be smart enough to not let someone take your money, and a ridiculous amount of money at that, to do nothing for you, we decided to give you no other way but for this to make sense to you. So here's what we did. We put aside a certain amount of shares in Complete College Prospects as a company, right? As a corporation. Um, and decided that we always say that we are here for you kids, for you students, for you athletes. We say that. We live that. We say that. We make it affordable for everyone. We only charge one time. We do one thing because we know that the product is the best product, right? So we stand on business. We want to make sure it's affordable. But we decided to go one step further. We decided to do that thing that the other companies just won't do, right? We decided that we set aside enough shares in the company to give shares to the players when they sign up as members. So now they won't just be investing in trying to get a company to help them go to school. They'll be investing in themselves. They invested in doing that. So we're investing right back in you. We decided to give you some ownership stake in the company as you become a member, so that then you have something. So if Complete College Prospects in 5 years is $1 billion company, your kid has a stake in $1 billion company. Do you see what I'm saying? This is a multi-billion dollar industry. I've cracked the numbers on here plenty of times for people to understand. Youth sports in the country, right, in the world, is sitting at about $3 to $4 billion, and that's just youth sports. High school and college is astronomical. I mean, think about it. Schools are starting to have to do revenue sharing. Most of them are paying out their athletes about 25 million in overhead cap per year. So if the school's giving away 25 million, you do understand what the TV deals and everything else is worth, right? Correct. So we are going to do the thing that no one else will do, because what else could we do but stand on business? And that is, when you get your membership with us, you're going to receive stock shares in the company. So we'll be the first investment in your portfolio. Bam. If you don't understand what that is, you know what you could do. You can hit up Complete College Prospects on X, ccprospects.com. You don't understand, you can hit your big fella up over here at the Who's Up Next Show, the Who's Up Next Show at Gmail. You hit me up at Who's Up Next Show 23 on X. I give you all my information. There you go. If you got questions, if you want to understand what we mean when we stand on business, so when you go to the next one, right? When you go to compete at that local event, or you go to that local person that's saying, hey, no, you should get with us and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Great. So your money is going one way. So I want you to think about it like owning a home. When you buy a home, every time you pay your mortgage, you actually are giving yourself money back, or a credit card. When you pay off your balance, that money's back in there, right? So with Complete College Prospect, now when you invest in yourself, we invest right back in you. And there you go, standing on business. NCSA 24/7, the rest of you guys deal with that. If I don't want to tear up my stuff, I drop the mic, but we're not going to tear up equipment. So deal with that. All right, back to the show. Bam. All right, we got a good one. Hope you guys like all the music that's coming on. We're going to continue to keep doing things. Kev, what up, my guy? Time change threw me off. Hey, bro, as I've been making sure that it's been put out everywhere because I knew the time change was going to throw a bunch of people off. So I was throwing it out there yesterday. I had the team throwing it out there. I've been sending out messages and texts and everything else because so many people got thrown off by that, bro. So I get it. Let's jump into a little NCAA news. Y'all know that we're going to do the thing because we got to do the thing because this news is what it is.
Breaking now, spotlight on the stories they ain't told yet. Clock's ticking, turn it up, we're just getting started. Who's up next?
All right, man. Let's get into it. Transfer portal news. It's always rocking. Division I Council 30-day portal window. 30-day portal window. You're not going to get any more time than that. Again, we're going to talk about the trick after this. But 30-day portal window, your kid got to get in. If they're in college, let's do this. NCAA 30-day portal window. Now let's throw that out. This is how the portal actually works. Your kid needs to go into the portal. If they're in college, tell them to go see compliance. If they go see compliance, and if you don't know where it is, just ask. If your school has sports at all, they have a compliance person, right? Go to compliance, tell them you want to go into the portal or you want to transfer. They'll give you a notice that says you can now be contacted or contact schools, and that's how you go about starting the process. My advice to you is be sure it's what you want to do. And if you do it, make sure that you are, as soon as your season's over, if you're playing, if you're getting playing time, be careful, because the school could cut you off. Your team could cut you off and everything else if you say anything ahead of time. But once your season's done, you could technically jump in, go to compliance, start contacting schools, letting them know you got your compliance letter, do what you want to do. Everything's going to rock out. It's going to be just fine. That's the number one way to do those things. Once you jump in the portal, start reaching out to schools daily. And I mean that, there's no limit on that. Reach out to them, let them know what's up. Make sure you got your film on deck. I'm telling you right now, practice film you might get 15, 20% love on practice film, but you're going to need some game film if you're really trying to rock. If you're a freshman, you might even still be able to use some of your high school film, and schools might understand because they might know that the person in front of you was some favoritism. So jump in the portal, do what you got to do, start reaching out to the schools. I'll tell you this, if you're making a bounce up, depending on the school, apply. Whatever schools you think you're interested in, you might have a chance to go to, just apply to the schools right away. As soon as whatever your season is, just apply to the school immediately, because that's going to be a big thing, especially when they're trying to put together your financial package, period. Financial package, okay? Once you go through all of that, don't wait. I can't stress this enough. The longer you stay in the portal, the worse your odds are. So don't mess around. You get something that you can live with to get you just to that next place you're trying to go, or to a place where you're going to get some guaranteed playing time, whatever your sport is, you're going to get to compete. That's the move right there. That's how you do it. You get up out of that. You get in, you get out as fast as possible when it comes to the transfer portal. You don't mess around with it. But the very first thing, if you're in college, make sure that you go to compliance. No, 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 no. The very first thing, go make sure you have the right amount of credits to transfer. Each year, there's a certain amount of credits you have to be eligible to compete the following year. So make sure you have enough credits to compete at whatever level it is for you, then go to compliance. Because once you go to compliance, it's over. Once you go to compliance, they're going to inform you like they're not supposed to, but somehow your coaches are going to find out. And then your coaches can technically cut you off from everything, training in weight rooms, whatever it is that the team you're on does that you get all the bennies from, they could cut all that off. So be careful when it comes to going to compliance, get all your ducks in a row, then go to compliance when you know you're ready to make that move. And understand that chances are they're getting rid of your spot if you go to compliance. So you better be ready for whatever it is. If worst case scenario, prefer walk on, do whatever it is you got to do at whatever school it is, whatever your sport is. If it's basketball, something like that, you gonna have to, it gets tricky. But yeah, that's how you deal with transferring. Don't worry about the portal so much. Because technically you could change schools anytime you want. As long as you unenroll at the school you're at and then go enroll at another school, you are eligible to play as long as you have the right amount of credits to play your next year. So it works. It's different than high school. There's a certain amount of credits for each year that you have to have when your next season comes up in order to be eligible. And that's at every level. So just make sure you got that dialed in and you'll be just fine. But they're going to the 30-day window on the transfer portal. It is what it is. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about it. I'm just going to give you the way around it, however it works for you. But remember, there's a lot of kids that end up in that portal. NIL management, parents. This is a biggie. Luckily, I got a lady coming on next week with her kid who she became an NIL manager and now is representing athletes. So this is the dark side. Everybody wants you to understand. Look, no one's charging more than like 13, 14% when you're a pro. But some of these people are charging 20, 25% crazy deals on your NIL because there's no rules or regulation about who can be a manager, right? So when you go and decide to look at somebody, and I'm talking about all the way down to high school. So if you're in high school and you're like, oh, I don't have to worry about that yet, or you're a parent and you're like, my kid's in high school, I don't have to worry about that yet. I've been telling you guys every week, I always give you the newest state that releases to allow for NIL in high school. And we're almost at all 50. We're in the 40s right now. So I'm telling you, by the end of 2026, every state will have NIL for high school athletes, every single one. So when it comes to having a manager, if anybody's trying to charge you, let's say max 15%, if anyone's charging you over 15%, walk away. Don't have a discussion. Don't negotiate. Don't do anything. Just walk away. You'll be better off managing your own deal and learning the process yourself and making the mistakes and then fixing them and whatever else. Don't give away everything. There have been some professional athletes that are recent, brand new professional athletes that signed terrible NIL deals that allowed a person to have some of their actual professional money. And then there was big legal battles to try to get out of it and settlements and things like that. So again, 1, read over contracts. 2, if you don't understand, in this new version of the Who's Up Next show, it's Complete College Prospect on mine all the time. I'm not giving no love to nobody else, right? So again, y'all know Complete College Prospect does NIL stuff over there. So there's all kinds of NIL. There's simulators that teach you how to manage yourself, your value, how to go over contracts, how to negotiate. There's simulators at Complete College Prospects for that. And then if you have questions, we'll put you in contact with people that will actually answer those questions. So there you go. I'm going to stand on business. What up, E-Money? I'm going to stand on business on the fact that I'll wait for the rest to jump on board and try to copy the best. There you go. But that's where you are with that NIL management. There are some, look, I told you, when money's involved, the snakes come out. It's just how it works. It's always going to be that way. Somebody random ass uncle going to be out there talking about they're a manager. They did this, they did that. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. And if you let them manage your money and you sign a contract with them, you can be stuck for a very long time. You can actually mess up if they don't know how to negotiate the NIL deal. You can have the wrong deal that actually takes away your amateur status if you're in high school, and can take away your amateur status if you're in college. It just depends. What is it asking you to do? What are your obligations? What are their obligations? How does this thing work out in the long run? Right? There's a lot to NIL deals. It's not just, hey, they're going to pay me and we're just going to do this. Like, I'm telling you, there's consequences if you don't do it correctly. And there's plenty of kids and parents out there not talking to each other because the parents messed up the deal. My guy Nico got lucky at Tennessee and now moving around. He got lucky, but he didn't, because he had a solid $8 million contract to play as a QB there, and his dad got greedy and they messed it up. Now you're getting less at another school and you're not even the star. So there's family problems coming if you allow. Let's clear it up. When it comes to business, it's not about being family. This is the new version of the big fella. Okay. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Even in my own thing, when I train athletes, there's always some parent trying to scam, or some kid trying to scam, or somebody trying to get out of paying a bill or doing whatever. Like, there's always something. You can't have any sympathy in business. Business is business. You got to do that. And this is your company. You athletes, I'm talking to you now. Your parents might be soft for whatever reason. They might have emotional ties to somebody. My mom is crazy as hell. She still pay a tax person. And me and my brother's been telling her for years, why do you owe money when this dude used to work at the IRS? He's supposed to know every way around that. But yeah, you always owe money. You need to fire him. Oh, I've been with him for 20 years. So what? That's probably 18 years too long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you guys right now, there's no emotional connection when it comes to business. It can't happen. You are the product. You are the thing that is for sale. And you need to understand that now. If you're the thing that's for sale, then you got to make sure that every time you take a hit, every time you jump and make a shot on those knees, every time you kick a goal, whatever it is, every time you go down the ice and slap a puck, whatever it is you do, you're the product. And every time you compete, you wear that product down. So you want the best deal for the product. Period. Absolutely, period. Just want to give y'all that information. I want that to be out there. Like I said, it's the new one. It's the new version. We're just gonna keep it clean. We're gonna put it out there. You negotiating these deals to go to school. We're gonna renegotiate my son's deal at his school when it comes to the fall, because it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? After the spring. So it's necessary, because you don't have to use your financial aid money, your FAFSA money, when it comes to their part of their bargain. You don't have to do that. They have no rights to that. So you need to work some things out with the school and see what version of the money they're gonna do and how they're gonna do it. So I'm telling you guys, there's so much to this. Parents, don't let your pride get in the way. This is a business. And it's a business all the way down to like 8th grade. There you go. I've seen it a lot lately when people talking, hey, that's the NCAA news and all that stuff. We're gonna get out of that. Hey, I've seen parents lately hitting me up talking about holding their kid back, things like that. I'm not against that. If it's necessary, do it. I don't care what they say. But understand this, states are trying to get around it. So if you got to hold your kid back, you either got to go homeschool or charter school, period. Not private school. Private school still gets tricky. Homeschool or charter school. It's weird how that happens and how it works, but you could do some things. You got to go homeschool or charter school for that year, put them back, because you could, a year or two, so that you can get them where you need them. But I'm not against it. If your kid is super talented, but they're small, one more year, they might hit a spurt. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Do it. This is a business. And I just want to get around to this. Everyone is cheating. Everyone's cheating. And I know. There's going to be some parent out there that's like, yeah, I don't like that the big fella said. I don't actually care. I'm just giving you the facts. Let me give you an example of something so simple, but it's a cheat, right? If your ass can't catch a football with your bare hands, then you can't catch a football. The gloves are sticky for a reason. Why do you think they give out brand new gloves every game in college and the pros? Because cheat. It's a goddamn cheat. So we're not going to play this game, right? I'm not going to sit here and try to appease people to say the right things so that so I lose you. If I lose you as somebody that's part of the army, there's another person that's going to take this information and they're going all the way and they're going to beat your kid. They're going to beat your kid because they don't live in a fantasy world. They live in the real world. And they're like, yo, the big fella told me this. I'm locking in on this. It's that simple. When I train kids, I don't even let them wear gloves to start off with, because if you can't catch, you can't catch. The gloves are a cheat. But no one would consider it a cheat, right? They'll say steroids is a cheat. It's all a cheat. It's all a cheat. So this is a business. People are going to cheat. And it's not cheating if it's allowed. Holding your kid back is allowed. Wearing gloves is allowed. People get upset because billionaires don't pay taxes, but the truth of the matter is they're not breaking the law. If that, I promise you, the big fellas definitely gonna do exactly what they do. I'm pay the least amount possible. Because why would I hate Walmart? I would love to go shop somewhere else just out of the pride of like, I'm standing on business. I bet I don't. I'm going to Walmart because when I go to the other company and I go in there and I'm like, damn, this is $3 cheaper at Walmart. I'm going to get back in my car. I'm going to drive to Walmart and I'm going to Walmart. And I'm just going to suck it up while I'm there. I'm going to hate every minute of it. I'm going to be ashamed of myself until I pay the bill. And I'm like, damn, I saved $100. I'm not going to be upset no more. So I'm just telling y'all, this is a business. Do what you have to do for your kids. Do what you have to do for your kids. For you football players, I'm leading into this right here. I wasn't sure where I was going to put this in, but I'm leading into this. This is why I'm telling you, whatever benefit you can get, whatever move you can make to be who you are. You guys and girls that play Olympic sports, you know that you're on a timetable. You're not on a 4-year. So Olympic sports, if your kid plays an Olympic sport and the Olympics is your dream, you're not on the 4-year window of the Olympics. You're on the 2-year window. So you're not like senators. You're like House of Representative people. You got to get elected every couple of years because then you got to join the Olympic team and go through the different things, the trials, and then all of the competition while you're training to prepare for the Olympics. So you're not on 4-year, you're on 2-year. You understand? This is how it works. For the rest of you athletes, I want you to understand something. When it comes to football, look, I've talked about this on this show before. I told you the big fella go through some things every now and again, but it was great to see Warren on here talking about it. And I think you need to understand when I say if it's acceptable, you should do it. If it works for you, is because there's a price to be paid for doing what we do.
Wake up that next morning, 10:30, jump in the car. Ooh, I'm coming down Biscayne. I just go blank. I'm like, where the hell am I going? So I pull over. I said, no. I said, come on now. Where the hell was I going? And I look at the phone and it say 420. I said, double R. I said, where's double R's office?
Oh, man.
Yeah, fat boy. Sam, what's up, baby? Hey, man, what double R office at? He go to laughing at me. So now I'm mad. So I swing the car, I turn around, drive back home, and go park. And go back home, just sat there on the couch. Double R called me about 5:30, said, where the hell was you at? I said, dog, I gotta tell you. I said, I was driving to your office, and I went blank. And I called old dirty-ass Santana, and this some bitch started laughing at me.
Santana.
I was mad as hell, dog. I'm talking about car keys. You know, this car keys, this. What am I going to the store for? I got notes now. I got a big notepad. I write now. I write now. I gotta write it down, or I say it out loud. Some old lady here. It's got, dog. I know. I'm right at that line. 19 years, 13 in the league, 4 in college, and 2 in high school. I'm right at that 19. They say it's around 19, 20 years when the cumulative effect. In the game we played,
Right.
We couldn't even go look for water. We couldn't even drink. We couldn't even stop for water.
Water salt.
Would you guys agree sitting here? It doesn't seem like you're missing a beat at all.
Because y'all got me in a real nice situation to where it's a trip down memory lane with brothers that I love and respect. And with that, there's so much other shit that comes with it, man. You know, like when you sitting at home and all of a sudden you waking up and you're like, okay. Shit, some mornings I wake up and something like, okay. Right. let me map out this route to the bathroom, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just some days are better than others.
Yeah, Floyd mentioned that. You know,
some days are better than others. I'm not 50 yet either.
It's scarier because they tell us as football players about CTE and that we are, or we may have it, or we will get it eventually. So that's the scary part. They consistently tell you you're going to go through this.
Listen, I'm not telling, if you are a participant in a contact sport, there's a price, period. There's a price. But if you're a participant in any sport, there's a price. Like I said, if you're in basketball, that jumping, eventually those knees and ankles will have problems. And it's not a if, it's just a when. If you play football, again, the reason that I support athletes getting money in college is because you have been playing, the smart people have been playing since they were 5, 6 years old. So I want you to add it up. Count out the 19 years. It's more like 17, but let's count out the 17 years of you playing and taking hits and doing everything else. Just start racking them up from the time that you were 5 or 6. And then count that out. And you'll figure out that you will one day have some version of CTE. It just may not be the worst version, but you may have some form of it. And so because of that, it's not a if, it's a you will. You will forget some things. You will have problems communicating sometimes. You will have problems just retaining things. And so if you've got to reset your kids so that they could get a chance to make it, your kid been playing for 5, 6 years on the job without no money. So if they need to reset 1 year so that they could get to the next level, hell, reset. And I don't care what anybody says at all. Charles Barkley had double hip replacement because this is the consequences of being an athlete. Now, I am going to follow that up with there is nothing greater you can do. To me, I'm sure somebody be like being a doctor or whatever. Great for them. But being an athlete is special. It's special, rare air. You know what I'm saying? It's a rare space that you could get in and be in and do something special with a small group of men and women who accomplish different levels of the thing. And until you've done it, you don't know. Until you've been it, you'll never know. And so would I say do it? Absolutely. Regardless of the consequence. But I do want you to understand that this is a business. So get paid what you're supposed to get paid. And I mean that. I absolutely mean that. Because it's just what it is. So standing on business on that, period. All right, let's keep it moving. I left it jumbled up today because I'm like, there's so much new stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like just so much to talk about. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I wanted to shout out this young lady. She was, so I spoke to her on the show. I think it was, I want to say it was Mark or Kevin that sent her to me when I did the Rising Gorilla segment. She's amazing. She's class of 2028 for basketball. She already had Air Force Academy locked in. She took an injury. Her people sent a message to mine about her coming off of the surgery, and now she's back playing. She's actually killing the game because she's just dominant like that, and I love that. I was supposed to throw something up for her 2 weeks ago on the last show before the break, but I wanted to do something special for, because Jada's amazing. Like, she's an amazing athlete. And I told y'all everything is original music. So I wanted to make sure we created something special for her comeback. Just to say, hey, Jada, keep doing what you're doing out there in Colorado. You're an amazing athlete. You know what I told you? Your future is locked and loaded. It's not even a question. Injuries are part of the game. You know what I'm saying? If you're an athlete, you definitely getting some surgeries. You definitely going through some things. You can't be an athlete without it. And I'm so happy that you came out the other side, because if I'm being honest with you, that's what it's 50-50 when an athlete has to go into surgery, whether they'll ever come back out and be the same, because they tend to favor the injury. They tend to favor the injury until it costs them everything. And so I'm super proud of what I'm watching you do. You already know that you gorilla certified. The big fella love you and everything y'all doing out there. Keep me up to date on everything. But we wanted to lock in and do something special for you, Jada Rogers.
They said, chill, you gon' rush it. I said, watch, I'm gon' trust it. I was in the dark, every muscle. Every scar turn hustle. Bleachers empty, echo steps. One more ladder, one more rep. Mirror in the corner, talking to it. You ain't done, you was born to do this. I'm back on this court, you can feel that. All that pain in my past, I don't need that. Took a hit, fell hard, had to bleed it. Now I'm back, let me breathe it. I'm back on this court, yeah, I earned it. Every doubt, every word, yeah, I burned it. Told me down, came around, I learned. I'm back, I deserve it.
Steady on your back, I deserve it.
Yeah. Fade on the baseline, leg feel solid. Doc said maybe I should bet I got it. Ice on the knee, heat in my chest. Film on my phone, watching every contest. Friend moved on, season change. I was in the breaks, rewind my game. Now the crowd get loud when I touch that flow, cause they know what it costs when I post that score. I'm back on this court, yeah.
Welcome back. It's the Who's Up Next show. Jada, for you and your people, keep doing it. I'm watching the playoffs. Yeah, man, just keep rocking. You are a star, period. Can't wait to see how this thing plays out for you. Happy you made the comeback. Keep rocking. And like I say, you dialed in as part of the Guerrilla Army official. So there you go, man. That's what we're doing. We had to do something to make this thing different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when we release all of this on the One Who's Up Next show soundtrack, all the lyrics are written by your boy, done by someone else. You know what I'm saying? But all the lyrics are from your boy. So it's like, wanted to make sure that we are in different forms of music, doing different things. Everything is in rap. Some of it is country and rock and other things, but lyrics is your boy, and wanted to make sure that we dialing in on people. So yeah, there we go. Let's lock in to, oh man, I kept this up because even though we was going to some new stuff, last time I said this about your boy, but I want this to be about you. You athletes, y'all should be about this too. Because a lot of times, here's what I noticed about athletes today, right? You guys tend to talk about y'all willing to do anything to win. Talk about you willing to do anything to make it. Some of you say it so much because you know you don't necessarily believe it about yourself. And I already told y'all the big fella don't bluff. But I need y'all to do the same when it comes to y'all.
I don't bluff. I don't do no bluffing. What I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove. I don't bluff. I don't do no bluffing. What I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove.
Don't bluff. Be about it. You've got to believe the thing that you say. If you say, I'm going to go out and put up 20 tonight on the court, you got to believe that you could put up 20. I don't have to believe you could put up 20. You got to believe it. If you tell me you going in getting 3 sacks today, you got to believe you getting 3 sacks today. You understand? Like that's how it is. If you the goalie and you like nothing's touching this net today, you have to believe that nothing's touching the net. If you don't believe it, it won't happen. So don't bluff. Don't bluff, ever. I told you, the big fella stand on business all the time. It's what it is. That's why I told you, for complete college prospects, and for the Who's Up Next show and everything else, the firm, look, we standing on business. It's off with the head with everybody else that does it. We're not supporting anyone else. Like, we're not supporting any of those recruiting companies, because that's not who we are as a corporation. We do recruiting things, but we do so much more that we would not do disservice to ourselves to call ourselves a recruiting company, because we do so much more. We invested so much more in what we do for these athletes, right? So we would never do that. So we are off with the head when it comes to those other ones, period. Unless we see that you out there and you got the same belief system that we do as a firm, then, then we support you. But you're going to have to show the proof. We're going to have to see the kids getting what you tell them you're going to do for them. And if you do that, we're supporting you. I'll put your ass on this show in a heartbeat if I see that you out there doing for the kids. If you're helping these kids achieve their dreams, and again, you can't do all the work. We get it, because we're not about to do all the work. There's kids that they highlights should be on this show. The guys go out and they find them and they'll send the team everything to say, hey, put this kid on the show, and there's no film. If we go look and we can't find your film, you're not coming on the show. We're not doing second chances. We're not doing any of that. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you to have your stuff out there, right? We show up at your X account. There's kids that put in for ratings with Complete College Prospects, and you go look and there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, bro, we're good on that. We're no, because there's too many fake ass athletes out there doing fake things and setting up fake profiles and things like that. And that leads us into this next thing, which is insane.
Man, look, I don't know where to start, but let's talk about it. And just like that, Isan Tafa has been kicked off the football team. Just like that. Early enrollee to USC has already been kicked off the football team. We're not even in March yet. He was kicked off the team in less than 2 months. Bruh, you can't make it up. You can't make this up. And then come to find out, Mr. I got all these offers, Brawley, he's been stealing people's film. He's been stealing people's film, acting like it's him. Are we serious? Bro, he's been caught stealing other people's film and using it as his own. He's an athlete, right? Has 1 touchdown recorded. 1. I don't know a 3-star athlete that's an athlete, that the position is an athlete, not have multiple touchdowns recorded. Like wow, bro. Just wow.
So 2 things happened in that video, right? 3 things, actually. Again, if you are blessed enough to go to college and play, which is such a small fraternity of athletes, and you're going to go get kicked off and you ain't been there for 2 months, there's other kids that would have loved to have the opportunity. Keep your ass at home. If you know you're not built for it, just stay home. Leave the spot open for somebody that's hungry and wants it. I see kids every single day. Man, my phone goes off all day, every day. My email, everything. And then we ain't even going to talk over a Complete College Prospect. The amount of times that we see kids that are just struggling, trying to get it last minute, beginning of it, whatever it is, and they hungry for it, they'll do anything to get it. But you get an opportunity and you just trig it off. Just go home. Don't even do it. I know a kid that accepted an offer to a school just so he could do signing day at his high school, and then didn't show up. Didn't show up at that could have been another kid. That could have been another kid who really wanted it, that doesn't get the opportunity. So I got no love for the fake ones. Then for you athletes that are worried about why you're not hearing back from some of these colleges, Brawley is the reason you're not hearing. I've been hearing this again. Complete College Prospect as a firm has gone out, you know what I'm saying, and spoken with colleges across the country, recruiting departments across the country. You don't know how many times we've heard from coaches saying that to get to the real kids, they got to go through hundreds, if not thousands, of fake profiles of kids saying they are who they are. We had one at Complete College Prospect. We had a dude putting up crazy stats. The team was looking for the film. The team was looking for everything about this kid. Yo, are you on the roster at your school? No. Are you at the roster of this other school? No. And the kid is pushing every day. Yo, I'm about to talk to these big name schools. Can y'all just get me rated and put it up there and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, bro, we're going to take a look at this. We're going to go in deep and figure out if you're real. And then the second that we were like, yo, we're going to have to put a pause on that until you show us proof that you played here, here, and here. Crickets. That dude was ghost. We never heard from him again. But Broly and them was rated 3 stars at 24/7 and Rivals because they don't do the background research. I told you guys a year ago, I knew a kid that didn't play his junior year because of suspension and then played like 2 games his senior year, but the kid was a 3-star. I knew another kid that didn't do anything, never had. How are you a receiver with less than 300 yards on your season and you a 3-star athlete? And I'm not knocking the kid because this kid worked his ass off, turned it around, and now he's in college and is earning it. He fought his way through it and he's earning it. But I'm just telling you, I'm telling you, Kev, facts. So you know what I'm saying? Look, man, if you want to know why your kid isn't hearing back from coaches, because they don't trust the emails. If you want to know why your kid isn't getting all the offers that these other kids are getting, coaches are skeptical. They can't trust what they see. And there's too many of you. Again, listen, there's over 2 million athletes that start with you your freshman year in high school in the United States, period, across the board. For football, you narrow that down to about couple 100,000 your senior year, and you talking about schools trying to pull about 1,000 athletes to 2,000 athletes in general. They don't have time to sort through all the fake stuff. Then they just give up and be like, yo, we're going to shoot for the guys at the top or the girls at the top. And then that's how you get left at the bottom because they're just tired. They know these are these people. They're not sure about these other people. That's why you need companies that do the job. That's why you need people that have the connections to be in the room. Period. And I don't support nobody else but Complete College Prospects. So there you go. But this is why. The fake ones are costing all of you athletes that have the stats, have the film, have all of the measurables. They're costing you. But maybe you're in some small community. You know what I'm saying? You don't play in the highest at the highest level of competition in your state. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 5A here in Las Vegas. Maybe you play in 2A, 3A. You're still amazing. You're showing out, but you're not competing at the highest level. They missed you because they can't get to you. Come on, man. We're not going to act like we forget that there was a whole high school playing football that was fake. All of you have seen the Netflix special. You know what I'm saying? Bishop Sycamore. Everyone's seen it. It tore up a bunch of kids' careers. All fake. This is what everybody's getting through. I know one of those. His last name, Murray. Hey, Kev. Like I said, Complete College Prospect does its homework. We're going to figure out if you're a real human being or not. We're going to dive in there, partner, and figure out whether you're that person so that we keep our reputation intact for colleges so that they continue to trust us when we say this kid is a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. And we don't do that. We will give your ass a 1-star if you are only at a 1-star level of competition. You need to know that. Because then if you keep getting better, your star is going to go up. There you go. I ain't going to say no names, though. I ain't gonna say no names, but yeah, we all know some people. We all know some people. All right, let's go, man. Hey, let's get into. Let's hit the Special Olympics commercial, and then we're gonna come back with Coast to Coast.
Yeah. We up. Who's up next? They up. Let's go. Hey, early bus, late shoe, new flame, name tag hanging like a gold chain. Hey. Mama in the stand, got her both hands raised. Coach yelling out, this your big game. Wheelchair, track spikes, high hope, ramps, lanes, bright paint, white smoke, whole world say can. They say watch this, turn every doubt to a target, they drop quick. Who's up next? Who's up next? Whole crowd on their feet, that's respect. Every lane, every court, every rep, we don't fall, we flex. This is our time, yeah, this our set. Special hearts, heavy metals on the chest. We don't guess, we say it with our chest. Who's up next? Who's up next? We up, yeah. Handshake, fist bump, same dream. Different path, same fight, same team. Got a runner in blaze, got a hooper on wheels, got a swimmer on the blocks, chasing real feels. Camera lights, blue shirts say who's up. Big screen show the grind, not the luck. Every try, every fall, they would stand tall. Turn too small, do I want it all?
Welcome back to the Who's Up Next show. That's the new Special Olympics ad. Again, you guys know how I feel about our partnership. As a company, as a corporation for Complete College Prospects, the partnership is fantastic. But for the Who's Up Next show, my pride in that partnership is second to none. I love the fact of giving exposure to these athletes. They are, I've been in contact, and they are absolutely looking for volunteers, not only for Minnesota in June. They're looking for volunteers locally right now. So please, reach out. Yeah, it's a great ad. So please reach out, help if you can. It's a great thing to be a part of. I know for my kid, I always made sure I never wanted him to forget the privilege he has to be an athlete, and to be functioning on all levels. So I always made sure that he was giving back. He always worked with the disabled that were doing sports and things like that, in order to give something back and to understand what he has. And so I'm just telling you guys, if you get an opportunity, whether you play sports or not, just to go watch these young kids and young men and women compete, and watch the work that they put in when they are not handicapped but handy capable, and that they're still competing at an intensely high level. Some of those sprinters, I promise you, you can't beat. Healthy, got your sight, everything else, you cannot beat them. They are fast. And so it's very special. I'm very proud of it. So please, if you get a chance, go out and support the Special Olympics in your community. Again, I never tell people to give money because you never know where money's going to go. But I do, your time, you know exactly where your time is going because you're right there doing it. You know that it's going to the people that you want it to go to. So again, that's what I recommend personally, is go do that thing. And yeah, that's my pride with that, just in general. Oh man, I forgot to show. Hey, Adrian, I don't know if y'all watching or not, bro. I told y'all I was going to wear it on the first show back. I love this hoodie. Appreciate y'all. It's an amazing thing. The big fella got y'all locked in. And yeah, I love this thing, man. Let's go coast to coast with Mark Gibson. Then when we come back, we're going to lock in with Billy Dunn. So, you know, we did something special for him too. So I want to make sure we're doing all that. But we going coast to coast, Mark Gibson. Let's hit it.
Yeah. From the baseline to the logo, you know the name. Mark Gibson, go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got skill, he'll find it out. Day after day, that's the Gibson way, blowing the mains on the Who's Up Next show. Mark Gibson, go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got heart, then let it show. Day after day, that's the Gibson way. If you got diamond, he gon' know. From the drive with y'all to the packed out stands. If you hustle on the hardwood, he got eyes on the line. From the east side jails to the west side court, seeking up the never sitting like a highlight sport. Spin news, step back, crowd go nuts. He already seen the tape, he don't leave no lut. If he running in the dark, running extra drills, he gon' pull up, sit back, say I like that skill. Mark Gibson go coast, coast, coast to coast. If you got skill, he'll find it out. Day after day, that's the Gibson way, blowing them names on the who's on the next show. Mark Gibson go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got hard, then let it show. Let it show. Day after day, that's the Gibson way. If you got Damien, he gon' know. He gon' know. From a small town kid with the taped up shoes to the city park star on the evening news. If you like him, man, running lines all summer, he gon' pull your clip, make it far rank number from the back. Boy gang to the shot clock buzz. Every sleeper in the gym, yeah, you know who was. If you want that shine, that'll bring that fire. Cause Mark Gibson now, he'll build a future empire. Mark Gibson go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got skill, he'll find it out. Day after day, that's the Gibson way, blowing them names on the who's on the next show. Mark Gibson go coast to coast, coast to coast. If you got hard, then let it show. Day after day, that's the Gibson way. If you got game, then he gon' know. He gon' know.
Welcome back. That's the new Mark Gibson segment, Coast to Coast. We wanted to dial in, hook him up, do some things. Like I said, all music rights belong to the Who's Up Next show. They're all copyrighted. If you want the music, you will get a chance to get the music. Like I said, the soundtrack will be out on SoundCloud and all that stuff here in the next week or so, with just all the different music and all the different things that we're doing. And so, yeah. There you go, Mark. Hey, today, all those athletes that's in there, there's some phenomenal athletes in there too. Like we're not putting up any riffraff. Like, and I'm not trying to call your kid. Yes, I am. If your kid, I'm of the belief that we should still be cutting people from teams. I believe that, yes, because if you don't cut anybody, then they don't know what to go home and work on. It's a shame that I talk to seniors that have flaws in their game, whatever sport they're playing, and that they didn't know that they had that flaw. A weakness is only a weakness if you don't know it's a weakness. That's the key, right? If you play basketball, you can only go right, you can't go left. If you know that, you can disguise that a little bit. But if you don't know that, then I promise you on defense, they know that. They're picking it up and they're going to ISO you to one side and you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like that's how that works, right? So yeah, I am. If your kid's on this show, I promise you it's because they're really good at what they do and they're really good at everything. They're not just a good athlete. They're a good person. They're a good student. They're good at everything, because that's all we showcasing, period. And if you feel like it's unfair, take that. I'm not like, look, I don't care. Like your kid GPA got to be up there. Your kid has to be like that person. When we go look, I shouldn't see your kid's socials are terrible, or that they're not a good teammate when we're looking at film on the kid. I want to see that kid is excited when they don't do something great, but somebody else does. So we're not just going to go look at your film. We're going to go look at your team film too. You know, we can see all your teammates on your socials, right? So we're going to go look at your teammates film, because that's the view we're going to get of you when it's not about you. So there you go. When you see a kid on the Who's Up Next show, that's what it is right there. It's locked in, baked into the sauce. The immense gratification you receive from helping others is what it's all about. Facts. What do you think we do here? No, look, man. Normally people will pay you to get their athlete on your show or in your magazines or whatever else. We don't allow that. Hey, how's it going? We don't allow that at all. We don't allow you to do that. We keep it fair across the board. You can't purchase reputation. You can't purchase exposure with us. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you purchase it is through your blood and your sweat, through your contributions back to your community, through being a civil, good human being. And everybody make mistakes. And look, if you've watched this show, you know the big fella as a kid was in these streets. Legend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not bragging on that, but it is what it is. So we get that you make mistakes. People make mistakes and they can bounce back from that. Second, third chances, love. Let's go. But we want to see the growth. That's why, as a company like Complete College Prospect, if you come in and you're a 1-star, we saw a kid with a 1-star become a 4-star by the time he graduated, but he was a 1-star as a freshman. He was a 1-star as a freshman. You know what? He wasn't like, I'm not going to put that up. That kid took that 1-star and put that right next to his name on all his socials. And then every time he got new stats, every time he competed at a new camp, every time he got better grades, he sent it in until it all got up there. He playing in college now. He's a hooper playing in college right now. Was out at Minden High School. I think that's out in Louisiana. Playing in college now. He took pride in that 1-star. He didn't take it as a slight. He took pride in it. And then he grew and he grew and he grew and he grew. But we have had kids that got a 1-star and got in their feelings. You know what happened to that kid? We never talked to that kid again. We didn't care what they sent or anything else, because you have to be able to understand that you can grow with respect. But everybody wants everyone to tell them all the good. No one wants to hear the reality. These college coaches are looking for kids that can go, kids that can do the thing. I've been to some high schools where the offensive line doesn't do 3-point stances because they're like, everyone can't do it. So they do a half-ass stance where they go down to their knees. And I'm like, well, that's no leverage. And none of these kids can now go to college. And every one of those coaches should be fired, because you have now hurt their future so that you can do what you do instead of taking the time to coach. You don't know how to do it? Great. We're going to be here on Saturday. If we got to, we're going to be here on Sunday. And we're going to go ahead and get this until y'all understand how to get into a proper 3-point stance so we can be dominant at this line, protect our quarterback and our running back. But instead, they'll take the easy road. Nobody wants to tell anybody anything. You're going to get all that right here, period. If you crazy enough to come on this show for the exposure, what you guarantee is I'm going in your film. I'm going in your film, and I'm telling you what I see. You could take it or not take it. I told one kid, hey, bro, you're going to go to college if you become a dunker. I don't understand why you at the rim and you're not punching it. Next, you know, that kid start punching it. One, he left the show, got on one of the best traveling teams in the country, ASAP. ASAP, coached by Trae Young, right? ASAP. That happened as soon as he left the show. We talked, great kid, got that. By the end of his season that year, his dad sent me video a couple weeks later. The kid's like, I'm punching. Big fella, I'm punching it. I'm getting the film. Y'all saw me. I came back in here. We did a re-up where I could rewind, put the kid's new gorillas up, because now he's dominant. And now the kid has multiple offers and is on his way to college. So I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. That's what you get when you come on the Who's Up Next show. We just keep it a buck. We keep it a buck so you can do you. You know what I'm saying? We keep it a buck so you can do you. Let's get in. Bam. Hey, we're about to lock in with Billy Dunn. Billy, my God, first interview back with the Who's Up Next show after 2-week hiatus while we redid the studio, right? I told you guys I'm going to be a lot more selective about the actual interviews, because we're going to continue to do special stuff for the people that come on the show and interviews. So I know this kid, look, his film, his film is nice. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know my kid's a quarterback, so you're in college. So I'm watching. Florida, just a different, when I see kids play in Iowa, Vegas, Colorado, things like that, I always say stuff because I'm like, look, Florida, Texas, Cali, Arizona, down in Bama, things like that, it's a different type of football. And down in Florida, it's just freaky. Like the athleticism is absolutely freaky. So to stand out in Florida, you just got to be different. You know what I'm saying? To get the job, to be the guy in Florida or girl in Florida, you just got to be different, because I don't know if it's in the water. I don't know if it's in I don't know what it is, but in Florida, everybody's just talented, extremely athletically talented. Hell, musically talented, artistically talented. It's crazy down there. I mean, they're also crazy as hell. Like if you got 10 crazy stories, probably 7 of them is from Florida because they're crazy too. But I promise you the athleticism is insane and Billy Dunn's no different. So I wanted to lock in and do something special. So we about to lock in with Billy Dunn and get it, and let's go.
Who's up next? Who's up next? Turn it up. Yeah. You rocking with the best. This the Who's Up Next show. Lock in, don't switch. Spotlight bright on the grind and the pitch. Backstage story. Dreams get the kids live interviews with the big fella you can't miss. Who's up next? Who's up next? Yeah, stay tuned in. Big fella in the chair. Let the legends begin.
Boy, whole state watching. Billy Dunn time. Running back, running back. Yeah. Out of panhandle, sun on the visor. QB1, that's a born field general. White towel tuck, playbook mental. Blitz come free, stay calm, that's clinical. Cleats hit grass, whole sideline tremble. Drop back, pocket feel light like a runner. Eyes downfield, see the safety lean middle. He flip hips, let it reel like a missile. That's Billy Dunn, yeah, highlight film. From Pensacola with a grind too real. Flood that zone, make a corner spin. Whole crowd stand when he let that spin. That Billy Dunn, yeah, big time feel. Friday night looking like a NFL reel. 1 play, 2 play, game get sealed. Tell him run the tape, that's panhandle still. Second and long, coach thinking conservative. Billy in a huddle like, man, we deserve this. Check out a line. Thumb to the face mask, look to the wide out, signal the fade pass, snap hit, palmy roll, right line, bagger slide. He plan on the logo, throw it cross to the wide side. Spiral so clean, you can hear the crowd gas. Toe tap 6, chain gang, jaw pass. That's Billy Dunn, yeah, highlight film. From Pensacola with a grind too real. Flood that zone, make a corner spin. Whole crowd stand when he let that spin. That's Billy Dunn, yeah. Yeah, big time feel. Friday night looking like an NFL reel. 1 play, 2 play, game get sealed. Tell him run the tape, it's panhandle still. 4-quarter pressure, he just smile in a huddle. Clock ticking slow, but his heart beats subtle. Mama in the stand with the shirt and a number. Whole city on his back, turn a fall to a summer. Turn it up, that Billy Dunn.
Hey, welcome Billy Dunn to the show. What up, brother?
What's up, Coach? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm good. I'm good. Definitely wanted to lock in, do something special for you as that guest, man. So, you know, we wanted to make sure we created that for you. And it just went with the film, so it was love. Hey, man, you're nice.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, so introduce yourself to everybody. Tell everybody what you do.
Yes, sir. I'm Billy Dunn. I'm a quarterback, class of 2026 out of Pensacola, Florida. 6'4", 205. And yeah, I ball. That's it.
Hey, no, it's nice, bro, for sure. I'll grade it here in a second. Here's what I like, right? So when I'm training quarterbacks, number one thing I tell them, like the pocket, I call the pocket the kill box. And I call it the kill box for a reason. Obviously, you know that most quarterbacks, the best quarterbacks are willing to slide up in there, but the quarterbacks that you can tell are going to end up being average or just whatever are the ones that are terrified about sliding into the pocket. You know what I'm saying? When the edges collapse, they're scared. They don't know how to get into an inside escape, so they're scared to slide in. They actually end up dropping back, going through some yardage to run backwards before hitting the side. You know the kind that I'm talking about. That's not you. You know what I'm saying? I like the poise. I like the confidence. I like that you're upright. You know what I'm saying? You're not hunched over in any way, leaning to the side, no sidearm. So all of those things I thought were fantastic. But the thing I have a thing I like the most, and the thing that I got concerned about, the thing I like the most is that you will extend the play. You're dangerous till you hit the line of scrimmage, bro. Like if they slip up at all, you're hitting them deep and making them pay for it. I absolutely love that. You know what I'm saying? My question in your offense, before I judge it, I wanted to ask the question. In your offense, was this a scenario where your plays are designed to go to a specific read,
Yes,
or
sir.
were you? Oh, so they are. So you weren't in a system where you had kind of carte blanche to
Well,
kind of make it.
well, it depends on the play. We have like our offense was very RPO heavy. So I mean,
Okay.
it's really one read or one route, I should say. But I mean, on the dropbacks, I mean, we have a 1, 2, 3 like
Okay.
routes, but I mean, it's mainly going to it's for one person mainly.
Okay. Despite the coverage.
Mhm.
Okay. 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 So I won't knock you for that, because I did catch that sometimes when you dropped, you immediately went to a side, which cut off half
Yes,
the
sir.
field. And so I would see someone open, but you were dedicated to whoever, but you didn't throw a pick. So
Yes,
who cares? But I did notice that. So I was curious about how you guys were set up.
Yeah.
You do get that at the college level, though. That's going to be different.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Long as you know, like at the college level,
Yeah.
that is definitely,
Yes, sir.
that's going to be completely different. Okay.
100%.
All right. All right. Okay, cool. So I won't knock that at all, because everything else, bro, everything else, yeah, like I didn't change this part of the show. Everything else, I definitely think on my 1 to 5. Yeah, on my 1 to 5, I think you a 6 for sure. You know what I'm saying? You got the measurables. That's hands down. I could tell that you know what I'm saying, you're efficient. You don't spend a lot of the one thing I absolutely hate, is that quarterbacks are taught young to drop, pull the ball down, roll it out to get it up and over. And it's like, as you get, yeah, that's good young, but as you get older, you got to kind of get that out a little bit faster, and that takes up too much time. You know what I'm saying? And you've eliminated that. And I like that. I like that you're not a psycho, so you're not just running every time, because you can't last, bro. Quarterbacks can't last if they run every time. But there's definitely some guys that do that. So I like that. Talk to us about one, what was it like? Because if you've never been to Florida, or you don't watch sports out of Florida, tell everyone about the athleticism. Like, even the worst athlete is a really good athlete. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I'm used to it. I've lived here my whole life. I mean, I think it's normal, but I mean, just looking around, like going to 7-on-7 tournaments in Georgia and all these other states, it's not really like all these really good teams are not really that athletic compared to these local teams that we play over in Pensacola. I mean, we got people like we had some kid hurdle somebody in a game or in a 7-on-7 game, like for no reason, just because he could do it.
Right.
But
No,
I mean, it's just the athleticism and just the natural talent down here is second to none.
And I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Because between Florida, so I would explain to people like this: like Florida is just freak athleticism. When you're talking about Texas, that's that hard-nosed football. Like Texas is different. It's a different mentality, and they're really good. They're second to none with the way that they play. And it's the same when you come up to the Arizona, California area. It's a different type of style to the way that they do it too. But those are the three areas where I would say playing sports is just different. But Florida is definitely one of those places where I'm like, again, to stand out there, to be the guy there, means that you overcame a lot of really good athletes and stood at the top. And so what's the dream? Like, what is the future looking like for you? And what do you think you're going to do?
The overall dream is, I mean, I want to make it to the league. That's the overall dream. First, I mean, I'm worried about right now first. I got to commit soon. I have 12 offers. I'm going to make my decision here soon. And yeah, I mean, just trying to get better every day is really what I'm focused on. is what I can do every day.
So let me ask a question. We're in March. You
Mhm.
definitely playing with fire. So what is keeping you from making the decision instead of going so long, so late?
If I'm being 100% honest, it's just seeing who is the most transparent and what I really feel like will be home. Honestly,
Okay.
I mean, I have a lot of offers, or not a lot, but I have a good amount.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really just want to find the best fit for me, where I think I will thrive at.
Okay.
And yeah,
Again, no, that makes perfect sense. Here's what I would say. Everybody on this show that watches this show or knows me and train with me or do different things, they all know I'm gonna say the same thing, and that is the longer, don't be careful, because offers will go away if they get someone else, and they're always getting someone else. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be left out in the cold. So I wouldn't play much longer. You know what I'm saying? Because not only that, but then you also need to be able to apply to the school and take care of. People always forget that there's this other thing. Yes, the offers are great. Yes, talking to the coaches, getting to see who's going to give you what. Definitely lock in on the contract, on the financial contract. You know what I'm saying? And how the thing's going to work out for you. Make sure that's dialed in for sure. But people forget about the school side. When they get closer to summer, people go on breaks. You know what I'm saying? They do different things, even you know what I'm saying? And they can hurt you. So and get you're already NCAA qualified. Is everything are all your offers in the NCAAs?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Or,
so that's
I have some in AI, but
okay.
A lot of them are NCAA.
Okay. But even on that side, you know, I would recommend people that have NAIA just register. NAIA registration is different too. Even if you don't go there, you never know when you might need it. So just get yourself in so it's all done on all levels. So that whatever decision, those are the things that you could do behind the scenes to prepare yourself for whatever decision it is you make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes,
okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, don't wait, bro. Quarterbacks are one of those positions where coaches want to know what their future is, and so they'll start closing those ranks fast. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful. Be careful, bro. I'd hate to see you, because you're way too talented. Like, I'm excited that you're gonna come up and join the fraternity of collegiate athletes for sure, because you just that, like, you're talented. But just don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake. So yeah. All right, man. Let's get into some of the fun stuff, bro. That's the business of the thing, and I don't want to go any further into that because you haven't decided, and I don't want. I never want. You can hurt your options in an interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's just get away from that. Let's go with, you know, we talked before. You hanging out with your friends or your girl, or whatever, and you going to hang out, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? What is the outfit, my guy? What is the outfit?
It depends. It depends. The hot outside, the cold outside.
Okay. Yeah. It's Florida, so I hate to, like, it never crosses my head to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be cold, but I get it because in Vegas it's like that. So let's go. It's warm outside, not hot. It's nice. It's nice. What do y'all consider nice? Because it's so humid there, bro. What do you consider good temperature?
I think it's nice right now. It's about 75.
Okay, let's go. A day like today, y'all going to go do whatever. Not nightlife. Well, you pick nightlife, day, whatever. Y'all going to do whatever. You going to hang out. What's your favorite outfit?
All right. So right now, I just ordered a bunch of clothes. This just came in. I got this little hoodie. It says just here to give God glory.
Nice.
Yes,
Okay.
Sir. I like that. And then I got some pants to go with it.
Okay.
And then
What's on the feet,
Just
bro?
throw 'em out
What's on the feet?
You know, I gotta come with the force.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh, I love it. I love it.
Got
I
to.
love it. Oh, those are nasty. Love
Got
it.
to.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Good game. Not the team dinner, obviously, you know what I'm saying, but you're going out with your parents or whoever, celebrate a good performance. Where you going, bro? Where you going?
After a game,
After a game.
gotta go to Waffle House.
About
Tradition.
time, people.
Tradition.
People don't understand when I try to explain the Waffle House. The waffles are just different. Everything there is different. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Yes,
getting
sir.
waffles, grits, all that. Like the Waffle House is just different. What you getting at the Waffle House, bro?
I get the all-star. Got to. I gotta get the waffles with chocolate chip waffles. Gotta get the bacon, the toast, the eggs, the hash browns, extra crispy hash browns.
Hey, man. My God, you
Yes,
are
sir.
the first person on this show to ever say Waffle House, bro. First person. I love Vegas doesn't have one. They suck because they don't. You know what I'm saying? It's the most insane thing to me. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it especially at the prices. Waffle House will be sold out here all the time, standing room only. But yeah, Waffle House is just so is y'all's Waffle House like Georgia, where they always fighting in it?
Always. Nah, we have one that's close to my house. I mean, it's Waffle House. It's gonna be Waffle House, but I mean it's cool. It's not as bad as people think it is. But
yeah, hey, I don't care, bro.
Open 24/7. It's the only place that's open after games. So
nah, I don't care what anybody says. I'll take Waffle House over a great steak restaurant because like it's just different, man. If you've never been to a Waffle House and you go anywhere from like Colorado South and then go east, you're gonna get one. Just stop. I promise you won't be disappointed. Like you absolutely won't. And I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is in the waffle batter because it is the most delicious waffle ever made. And I hate waffles. I like, bro, I hate them. I like it's my least favorite breakfast thing unless I'm at the Waffle House. When I'm at the Waffle House, I want two of them. I'm telling you, bro.
I agree. No, it's different.
It is, bro. It's like it's so good. And then when you get to the center of it, it's just like it's unexplained. If you've never been to the Waffle House, I just can't explain it to you. Like
you just gotta be there.
You just gotta be there. All right, man. So y'all didn't go out. You know what I'm saying? The family know that you want to eat at home. What are they gonna cook that they know is just that meal that you love? It's going, you know what I'm saying? It's good for celebrations. It's good when you don't play as well. Like they just know that this is a go-to for you.
So my dad is a really good cook. He's been experimenting recently. He made some of these chicken bacon ranch sliders on Hawaiian rolls. Oh my. Oh. I down a whole pack of Hawaiian rolls.
I love it. Yeah, it sounds delicious.
Yes, sir.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's
Listen,
my go-to.
the tell me everything I need to know about that meal, bro. Everything I need to know about it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Hold on. Kevin Moses, Waffle House is the bomb. Absolutely. Coach K, for NAIA and non-NCAA Division I, he should really have already applied to those schools. I agree. The first thing that she tells recruits to do, again, she coached college level. I'm trying to tell you, my guy, please apply to the schools. Even the NCAA
one of them.
Okay, great. Then you're good to go. All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Like so many people mess it up. Like so many people mess that thing up. And so it just stops all the headaches. It really does. And it gets you more money, to be honest. Like it really does. Coming in as a freshman, there's a lot of money you can get at some schools just as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? So where the GPA at?
3.5.
And there's the money, people. You guys have heard me say it on the show. I asked the question. We always already go into your stuff, but we asked the question because I want people to hear from you that the GPA is appropriate. And so the money is appropriate. Anything over a 3.0 is going to get you some bread in college, but 3.5 and above, any school in the country. Any school in the country.
Yes, sir.
So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Man, what do you like to do for fun, bro? It's a question I've never asked on here, but yeah.
What do I like to do for fun? Recently, it's been warming up. I've been going to the beach a little bit.
Okay.
I really, honestly, I just love to go train, go to the field. One of my trainers, his name is Malik. He's one of my real good friends.
Yeah.
I go to the field with him 5 days a week. I try to just go out there and get some work in.
Does he have like a business, or is he just your trainer?
No, he has a business.
Well, then shout out his business, bro. Don't come on here.
Yeah, it's Prophecy Athletics. At Prophecy Athletics. Co-Prophecy.
Where's it at?
Out in Pensacola, Florida.
There we go. What's the coach's name?
Malik. Coach Malik. Man. Coach Malik. Go follow Co-Prophecy on Instagram and Facebook.
There you go. There you go.
Sir. Yes, sir. That's
look,
my guy.
man, you can't. Athletes, y'all got to stop not giving shout outs to the people that help to make the product, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. You're the billboard walking around and on the screens for the people that help to get you there for your village. You know what I'm saying? And so never forget to shout out the people that helped you. We already know that the parents, well, sometimes the parents or the grandparents or the aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, we know that sometimes it's teachers or whoever, you know what I'm saying? But make sure you give in the village what they got to do. Somebody says, someone signed this kid, lock him down. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, because you're playing. That's not a question. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely going to play. How many plays is in your playbook?
How many plays?
On your offense?
Over 100 at least.
Nice. Okay, great.
We have a ton.
Great. No, I just sometimes look, you'll be surprised, bro. Sometimes I'll talk to people in the playbook at their high school is not efficient enough for what's about to happen when they get to college. Your 100 is solid. That's solid. You take that and put in 3 options per. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's a solid playbook for sure. Hand signals.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. Bro. Okay. Coaches, I'm going to ask the question that I know every one of y'all want to know because I hear from colleges all the time. Please tell me you can play under center.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank God. All right. Hey, the question seems crazy, but it's not. There are some places that they never go under center, bro. Like they never, ever do.
We go in practice under center, but in a game, if I'm being real, I've never gone under center. But in practice, I used to do it in practice all the time, like goal line packages, everything. We used to run the ISO fullback dive in practice all the time. We never put it in a game, though. But, I think I've perfected it.
Yeah, but you know what? You have the experience. The things that happen in games are based on grown men being afraid of losing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know what I'm saying? Because if I know y'all was in the red zone plenty of times. You definitely should have had a chance to go under center. You're a big guy to make some things happen, but coaches get worried. You know what I'm saying? And so they don't do it, but at least you guys are practicing it because there's a lot of places that don't even do that. And so coaches are always, none of the coaches that recruited you. Wait a minute. Did you talk to the OCs at most of these schools?
Yes, sir. OCs, quarterback coaches.
And none of them asked you about going under center?
Not really.
Oh, bro, I promise you.
Some have.
Okay, because it's a question that, like, I've heard coaches, it's one of the things that is being lost, and they hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got to try to get a guy used to it in college, and that doesn't always work out well. So I'm happy that you have that, and I want to make sure we're putting that out there for you coaches. You know, so whoever gets him, he knows how to do everything. He's good to go. You can make every pass, right?
100%.
Okay. Hey, again, bro, there's NFL guys that can't make every pass, my guy. So I just want to make sure we want to make sure that coaches know. And if there's another coach that want to throw his hat in the ring, we want to make sure they do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so he can make every pass. He's got the frame. You're a quarterback, so I hate to ask this question, but what's your 40, bro?
What's my 40? 4.78.
Yeah. Oh, we're good. We are good. Okay. Hey, I always it gets sketchy, bro. High school quarterbacks get real sketchy on that 40. Anything under a 5, we rocking and rolling. So love it. Okay. All right. Obviously, you can read the defense
faster than I look.
Hey, listen. I'm telling you, it's scary how many quarterbacks coming out of high school cannot run under a 5. You know what I'm saying? They're extremely slow, and then they wonder why they're not being recruited. So I love it, bro. I absolutely love it, man. Anything else you want to shout? Anybody else you want to shout out? Anything else you want anybody to know about you? Go ahead, my guy.
I mean, I went to a different high school my freshman and sophomore year than my junior and senior year. It really helped me as a quarterback. I grew up actually playing receiver. I started playing my freshman year of high school. First time I ever threw a ball was my freshman year.
That's crazy.
We were in a very, very, very heavy run offense. I was carrying the ball 40 times a game. And then I played JV. I played JV my sophomore year as a quarterback, and I really started to take it seriously. And I was carrying the ball 50 times a game, really. I had one game where I had 53 carries. Yeah, and it was, I mean, whenever I did throw the ball, I think I did good at it. But I really believed in myself. I really trusted in myself, and I transferred high schools an hour away. So I was making the drive an hour there, hour back every single day for 2 years.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And I walked in, completely different side of town. Didn't know anybody, and just put my head down and just went to work. Just tried to make the best out of every opportunity. My junior year, we had nine starters on defense graduate, and then 11 on offense.
Okay.
So this year we had a very, very, very young team. We had a very young offensive line. We had 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and then a transfer senior on the offensive line.
Okay.
Yeah, we just had a very young team. Right before the season started, our center passed away. So we had to switch some things up on the offensive line last minute.
Right.
Our leading receiver was coming up. He had some reps junior year, but senior year he really showed out. Stepped up big time. But I mean, there's a lot of adversity that people don't really know. But
right.
I'm just trying my hardest to push through it, make the best out of it.
Well, and that's what's happening.
I mean, yes, sir. I try,
no, bro. Like, and that's it. And you're about to, like I said, look, please let me, like, when you commit, tag the show, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I want to definitely be one of the first people to welcome you into the fraternity of collegiate athletes. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know, to overcome all of that and still get to where you're going, to make a commitment to go. I know kids that won't show up at school every day, and the school's down the street. So it's like, to make that commitment to go an hour in every direction means you gambled on yourself. I always tell kids, if you don't bet on yourself, who else is going to? You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in yourself enough to gamble on yourself, then who's going to gamble on you? You got to believe in yourself first, and you did that, and now you're seeing the rewards and the benefits of that, and I absolutely love that. Like, I love it, and I know that whoever is going to be lucky enough to be your coach next year, they're going to love it as well, as long as you take that same mentality there and just learn and do what you have to do. I think everything will work out great for you. That's fantastic, bro. Hey, man, I appreciate having you on the show. Hit me up after the show, just on X, and then I'll shoot that song over to you, bro.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you very much, Coach.
Absolutely, man. It's my honor, always my honor, bro. Y'all put in the work, so I want to make sure that we giving you every opportunity to be seen and let the world know who you are. And look, I'm a fan, and I'm sure you made some other fans on here, and definitely gonna be watching you on Saturdays, bro. So no, I appreciate having you on the show, and we'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Coach.
You're welcome. Hey, that's Billy Dunn out of Pensacola, Florida, QB1. Can't wait to see what school the young man goes to. Again, look, a couple things happened in that interview. One, you heard him say, I made a decision. I went somewhere else. Look, that's what it takes. If you're trying to get to where you're trying to go, sometimes you got to sacrifice. You got to sacrifice nonsense. It might have to be financial. It might have to be time. It might be inconvenience. So you got to sacrifice. You might have to starve sometimes in order to get where you're trying to go so you can have a full belly later on. If you ain't willing to starve to get where you're trying to go, then how can you get there? What are you willing to sacrifice to be what you're trying to be, to go where you're trying to go, to be a part of something that most people will never get an opportunity to be? You understand? Even the college student isn't getting the same experience as the college athlete. Being an athlete, it's not more special than being a student, but it's just different. It's just a different air in that thing. And it's what it is. My family moved states so that our son had a better opportunity. The sacrifice is the sacrifice, and that's how it's got to be. You got to gamble on the situation. You have to do it. The other thing you heard, his center passed away as the season started. That's a kid. I want you to understand that I told you being an athlete is you don't know how many you got left. He didn't know how many snaps he had left, but he gave it all to his teammates. I promise if he was still here, his joy was being out there with his brothers. Guaranteed. This thing is special, and it's important that you understand that you don't know. I'm telling you, you don't know how many jumps that you have for rebounds in those knees. You don't know how many throws you have as a quarterback in that shoulder. You just don't know. You don't know. And so appreciate every moment of what you do because it's special. Being an athlete is special. Treat it that way. Respect it that way. If you want people to respect you for doing what you do, then you got to respect your craft. Don't be lazy. You got to do what you have to do all the time. Let's go. Hey, Billy Dunn. Look, man, I'm going to make sure that we doing something similar when it comes to the music and things like that. We're going to keep adding it up. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep the system rolling to make sure we doing something special for every guest. But that also means that as the guests are going to be, we're going to make sure that the guest is appropriate. Period. Can't wait for next week to talk to the Pacheco family because I want to discuss the NIL management so you guys could get, you always hear me say it, but I want you guys to get some information from somebody that's doing it, from a mother that made a decision to go in a direction and how that's working out. It's a open market, and if you smart enough to and honest enough to get in it for the right reasons, you could help some lives and help your family's life as well. I'm rocking with it all day. Hey, let's hit the firm's commercial and we'll be back because I definitely want to hit Watchtower.
Yeah. This that firm talk. Complete college prospects. Baby.
Came from the bleachers, mama in the cold stands. Coach say grades first, you just want both plans. Books and the banners, cleats in the book bag. Whole city doubt it, we just let the proof brag. Huddle with the fam, they ain't know the process. We turn stress into maps, turned out into progress. They tryna tax shoot a dream, we ain't on that. One price, one time, stamp on the contract. One price, one time, that's the move. We never come up short, we come through. The firm on the grind for your future. We just here to make your dream come true. One price, one time, that's the move. High school to campus, that route true. The firm on the grind for your future. We just here to make your dream come true. Film in the laptop, stats in the email. College colleges tap in. We already pre-sale, line up the visits. Flights, talks, details, teach you the lingo so you read all the fine scale. No games, no gimmicks. We straight with the blueprint, they play with your time. We sharpen your tools, then locker room prayers turn into dorm keys from first down Fridays to cap and gown seats. One price, one time, that's the move. That's the move. We never come up short, we come through. Never, never. The firm on the ground for your future. We just here to make the dream come true. Yeah. One price, one time, that's the move. That's the move. High school to campus, that route true. Route true. The firm on the ground for your future. We just here to make the dream come true. Yeah, yeah. From the court to the field to the classroom, we gon' walk every step when the grad bloom. You ain't just a number on a stat sheet. You a first day freshman with a pack. One price, one time. That's the move. That's the move. We never come up short.
Hey, welcome back. It's the Who's Up Next show. That's the firm's new ad. Look, man, one price. That's it. One price, one time. That's complete college prospects for you. You know what I'm saying? Lifetime membership, $100. There you go. Boom, done. And you're getting most of that back anyway because you're going to get stock in the company. So that's your first investment towards your future, period. You know what I'm saying? No one else is giving you that. It's that simple. So really, you invested in you, we invested in you, and helping you build out your portfolio. We say it all the time. Complete College Prospect as a family and as a firm is here to make sure that you are achieving your future. And hopefully you understand what that means because Complete College Prospect, there's the brands that are absolutely 100% underneath the umbrella in the firm. And then there's the adjacent companies that are associated with the firm. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, whether that's magazines and other things like that, it's a good thing for your future in general. So that, again, Complete College Prospects, second to none, can't be touched. And the proof is in it. And you're going to get, you know, you don't have to guess about how to be rated. And you don't have to worry about someone rating you based on what you can afford to pay. It doesn't work that way. You can't buy a rating with Complete College Prospects. You can't. You're not going to sneak in with Complete College Prospects because the work is going to be done to find out who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's respected across the board. It's absolutely respected. There's never been an athlete that argued about what their rating is, as far as there's been kids that have been disappointed. They thought they were better. And it's like, look, here's the breakdown. And then the thing is that you're not just rated on who you are as an athlete. It's the whole package. So it's between being an athlete, your NIL readiness, your college readiness. So everything is taken into consideration when you get your overall rating. And then it's broken down on what you might be a 4-star at college readiness. You might be a 2-star and everything else is going to bring your rating down. Because why rate you as just an athlete? You're more than that. You're a student and everything else. What you could bank on as a CCP athlete is that the colleges understand that if you've received a higher rating, a 3 and above, you are on time for your 10 and 12. I mean, your 12 and 10. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what that is, sorry, you're 10 and 7. If you don't know what that is, you'll figure it out. If you're on track with your GPA, your NCAA registration, NAIA registration, you're good at what you do in the community and your school and everything else like that. They know that. That's the difference. Stock for original athletes too. We'll discuss that. That's something that we just locked in 2026. So we'll have to think about that one as a company. I don't know if we're going to go backwards, but you know, because our prices are different now. So we started back in the day, it was $25. You could be a member. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't like we shot way up. It's $100 because of everything you get involved in it and the way that we've grown. But yeah, so that I don't know. That's something to be discussed. Let's go. Hey, Kevin Moses. This dude been out there in these lanes, doing what he does, making things happen. So we definitely wanted to make sure that we were locking in for him in the Watchtower with all the athletes that he brings through and showcases, because this is another person that travels everywhere to do the thing. Everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's up next? Tell me who's up next now.
Kudo to the set, like low, hard jump. Name up on the board, one shot, big stunt. From the Watchtower view, I see them all lined up. Diamonds in the dust, to the right one shined up. They say, Kevin Moses, you a long shot kid. How they chant that name every time that I skip. This don't miss, wrist locked in. Hit after hit, yeah, I live that script. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding those diamonds in the rough still shining. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding little sparks that the world still blinded. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. Hey, phones in the crowd, and stay cool, still sway. Grandma in the kitchen, same groove, same gates. And baby, if it glow, they gon' feel that flame. So I drop one song, whole block know my name. How they call the show just to catch my wave. Every underdog dream that I cried to save. I see one kid, notebook, head down, shy. I tell him, look up, that's your name in the sky. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding those diamonds in the rough still shine. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding little sparks that the world still blind. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. Hands up high if you feel that fire. Keep shining, young star. One time for the late night rider. From the Watchtower. Every new turn to one, you're high. Stay bright, go high. Every rough stone turn to sapphire. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding those diamonds in the rough still shining. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. From the Watchtower, I keep on finding little sparks that the world still blinding. Kevin Moses, just don't miss. Keep shining, young star like this. Keep shining, young star like this.
Welcome back. It's the Who's Up Next show. That was the Watchtower, Kevin Moses. He's out there finding those diamonds in the rough, no matter where you are, big time. If you're in a small town, I guarantee you these gentlemen will find you. Between Tom Tabler, Kevin Moses, Jason up in Massachusetts, Mark Gibson, like they're just gonna find you. And my team will find you too. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll find you. It's what we do. But Kevin don't miss, man. He just doesn't miss. Look, when it comes to this show and what we do, there's a reason that we decided to go a different way at Complete College Prospects and give back in the process of bringing you in, giving you something as well for your future, right? One, to take away your reason, because everybody always asks, how much does something cost? One, no one can beat our price, and it's one time. Two, we don't just take your money, we invest in your future back with you, plus we do our job and make sure that we are getting you what you're looking for. If you're a student, we're going to help you get all the things you need done, whether it's financial, finding scholarships and other things to get your school paid for. We're going to do that. If you're an athlete, you already know. We're going to make sure the recruitment and everything is done and the exposure, everything is done. It had to be more than that. I'm tired of being, for myself personally, right? As a retired athlete, what I wanted to do was make sure that I don't want to just provide opportunity to get to the door, right? I don't want us to be that. I don't want us to be the thing that just gets you to the door. I wanted us to become the door. And I learned that through watching a video that was sent to me, and it made so much sense that then I understood that as the CEO, I want to make sure that we are being the door. We don't want to just get you to the door for someone else and hope that they open it for you. We want to be the door for you to get in to where you're going, period.
The reason we started the company was to give the BIPOC community of artists proximity to opportunity. You know, all the things that Phil and Mike went through, they don't want other people to have to go through that. So we create, it's no longer like, how can we open the door? We have to be the door. And we have to create the opportunities that never existed for us. That's the priority. With whatever I do, who are we helping? How are we helping? How many people are we bringing along?
That's it. You shouldn't have to struggle and go through the fights that me and my brothers went through, or that I've seen my kid go through. And he's got nepotism and he still went through things, right? So I don't want you guys to have to do that. We had to be the door. We had to become the door. Complete College Prospects as a company and the firm had to become the door. We had to become the doorway to your future, not just the what everyone else offers, which is we'll help you get to the door and then the rest is on you. No, we are the door. We are going to get you. If you do your part, if you put in the things to build out your dossier, if you put in your work in the classroom, in your community, if you are doing what you're supposed to do in your sport, we're the door. We're now the door. So you don't have to worry about someone else opening it. We'll open it for you. And that's what we had to become. And that's why we decided to start investing in you as well. That's why we started to say, hey, don't just come over here and become a member of Complete College Prospects because we're going to do something for you. Come over here and become a member and walk away owning some of it too. So now you're working for yourself. Now you're doing the things to help you be better because you now have some stake in the company as well to help you go where you're trying to go and to do the things you need to do. We always put our best foot forward to make sure that no one, and I mean no one, can mess with what we do for you or how we do it. Because again, I don't know. Go ask any of these other companies. There was a movie I watched once with Ray Charles, Jamie Foxx's Ray Charles. And he asked for the rights to his music. He wanted to own his masters. And they were like, well, nobody gets that deal. Somebody had to be first. With us, you get a chance to own the rights to your masters, to your ability, to your talent as an athlete. You get a chance to own something. Go to the other people and see if you can even talk to anybody that will help you to own something, or whether they're just open to you going and putting your credit card in and taking your money. Complete College Prospects is just a different animal, period. And we stand on that. CCP, the door to your future. Facts. Is it NCAA? Oh, absolutely. So doing it has already been done. It's absolutely NCAA compliant. It's no different in an investment, period. So even though it's us giving it back to you, it is 1000% NCAA compliant because it is not you being paid to play anything. It is not an NIL deal. That is something different that has been given to you because you invested in you. So it is 1000% NCAA compliant and AIA compliant. Your amateur status will never be in jeopardy. Done. Good question. Great question. Kev, hey man, when you write for Complete College Prospects, the Who's Up Next show, Trapium, when you are part of the firm, we go further than the rest. You know what I'm saying? We want to build you up. We don't swallow you up. You can ask any of the people who own companies that are now part of the firm. We don't swallow you up and take over your company. We allow you to run and do you, and we want to support you in everything that we can. And so creating something like that, and all of you guys will get, you will get your music, Mark, Kevin, so that you, obviously the company will use it, but you'll have it so you can use it yourself. This is what we do. We're building up. We don't just build up the athletes. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's just we cut from a different cloth, and we're going to talk that talk because we can. When you come, we've had people that we asked to write for the company that got greedy. Our first deal doesn't work like that with us. You know what I'm saying? Commission based. You know what I'm saying? But they try to get greedy and do something else, and they wanted this and they wanted that. We don't hear from them anymore. But we also don't see them anywhere. We don't see them. They're not getting the segments. They're not getting whatever. They're not getting the promotion. We don't just give exposure to athletes or to students. We do it for companies and brands as well. This is what it means to be a part of the firm. And we're always accepting other people into the firm that are committed to the same commitment that the 22 companies in the firm today are committed to, which is the young students and student athletes, these communities. If you committed to that, reach out. You want to join the firm, reach out. I'm always looking for new people to put segments on the show. I'm looking for somebody to be out in the field right now on video, you know what I'm saying, with athletes and have their own segment on the show. We tried to offer it to a young lady who was brought to us in order to, I won't hurt her chances with anything else, but we offered it to her to try to build up her resume. And she was like, oh, I don't know if I have the time to commit to it, but that's the field you're trying to go in. And you're getting your own segment right away. People pass. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the opportunity they missed. But this is what it means to be part of the firm and part of Complete College Prospects. A part of this, if you are attached to us, we're always building, and we're always building you until there's no one else. Our foothold is solid, and we're not going anywhere. That's it. That's it. I told you 2026 is the takeover. Complete College Prospects is doing something different, and I promise you the Who's Up Next show is. So that's why we're doing official music and everything else. That is a great opportunity. We're trying to break out. You know what I'm saying? So we're out here doing what we do, trying to make the best of the situation for you athletes and your students, you coaches, you teachers, you teachers unions, you trainers. That's why when a kid comes on this show, I'm always like, yo, plug your trainer. Why not? I don't know their trainer, but the trainer helped them to get on this show. Because if that kid wasn't doing what they were doing, they wouldn't be on the show. So that trainer is part of that kid's village, the parents, everyone else. So they're on the show too. We build out. We give credit to everyone that deserves it. So again, we're here for it. We're not playing around. We're absolutely not playing around. I got a few more videos I definitely want to make sure we're getting into. But Kev, wanted to keep it to, we know, you know what I'm saying? I know you like that, the vibe. So I wanted to make sure we gave you something fresh and that really spoke to who you are, what you've been through, and coming out the other side of the nonsense, and you just keep finding these kids. I'm yet to see a kid that I spoke to that you found or that I've seen play their sport that hasn't just been great, not just as an athlete, but as a human being. And they always give, them and their families always give you so much credit. So I definitely wanted to write something that I thought would promote you the best, my guy. And so there you go, man. That's going to be on your segment every time, banging out. Let's go. Look, for you people that think that when should your kids start playing sports or how serious should you be? I've had people whose kids 12, 13 years old asking me questions like, hey, do you think it's too early to do this? Do you think it's too early to do that? Do you think I'm going too hard on them? Do you think blah, blah, blah? Sometimes parents need to get out the way because they don't know what the hell they're doing. But then what you better understand is, because my kid was like this, my brother's kids was like this, what I'm about to show you right now should scare you to death. If you are not getting it and explaining it at a high level to your kid, don't try to coach your kid unless you're going to go do the research in order to know what you're talking about. But once you do, you dial in and lock in, because these are the kind of kids that you're competing against.
Sound ready? Good. Nice job. Again. Way to be tough. I like that. That's why you get in front of the ball. Oh, good play, buddy. Good. Now fire this next one. Fire it. Come on, get rid of it. Good. Good. Ready? Bouncer, high chopper. You gotta go. Nice play. Need to be quick. Hot potato, get it out. Get it out. Good. Two more. It's hot. It's hot. Get it out. Good. Last one. I want you to fire this one. Hot potato. Get rid of it. Nice job. Get up. Nice play, kid. That was a laser you caught. Nice. Hot potato. Hot potato. Fire it. Nice job, buddy. Come here. That's what I'm talking about. Pick it. Nice. There's one. Good. Here we go. Pick it. There's two in a row. Here we go. Oh, you didn't have your glove ready, right?
I didn't know what to do.
That's okay. I got two more. Have your glove ready. We're in your backhands. Pick it. Nice job. When you miss it, that's how it's supposed to roll, because you're coming to get the ball. Good. One more. Finish. Finish. Pick it. Oh, one more. Got it. Get those eyes down low and pick. Good job. Hey! That's not easy, bud. Drop.
Do you understand? I'm begging you that you understand. This young man and his dad is making sure he understands lingo. You know what I'm saying? The terminology, why he's doing the job he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's making sure he understands it. He's having fun at it, but he's being technical so that his kid is an assassin later on. His kid's going to be a straight assassin later on. And I don't know if y'all heard it like I heard it. I had to play it a couple times. When he said, send it back hot, did you hear the smack in the glove? Because that scared me to death about how terrifying that kid is going to be later, because that thing came smoking. So when you ask me, how old should your kid be? Let me address this. Thanks, Kev. Hey, man, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome, brother. Have you seen the dad with the two young girls? They've got to be like 5 and 7 years old that wrestle. I have not. Shoot me the video if you got it, because I'll put it up here. Look, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, that dude went upstairs, got a Pop-Tart, sat on it and watched whatever he watching, and went to go play for the rest of the day. That dude is going to be, that's who your kid is competing against. That's who your kid is competing against. And I just need you to understand that. As soon as they can walk, start, whatever it is. And by the time they get to about 10, 11, pick a specialty to die on. You know what I'm saying? Pick a specialty that this is the one, so that the head isn't filled up with a bunch of other stuff. This is the job we do. This is the one we do. The rest we do for fun. This is the one that we do. The rest we do for fun. If they happen to be really good at 2, that's great. But 1 is the job. 1 is the job. About 9, 10, maybe 10, 11, 9, 10 for sure in certain sports, certain positions, pitching, things like that. But this is what you're dealing with. This is what you're dealing with. Period. Absolutely, period. My son ended up being a quarterback, but he was practicing baseball with his grandfather when he was still in a diaper. So hand-eye coordination, there you go. So I'm just telling you how this thing plays out. My son started at 5. If you're not doing it, good luck at that. And that's, good luck at that, man. Good luck at that. Hey, this is my strong belief. Let's get into this coaching one, then I'll come back to this other one. This coaching one, stop acting like these D3 coaches and all these other coaches. If it ain't D1, that these coaches don't matter. The coach that you ignore today might be the coach that you beg in tomorrow. I'm just telling you.
Huge D3 football news breaking over. UW River Falls head coach Matt Walker has now accepted a D1 coaching position at FCS Drake in Des Moines, Iowa. This is pretty shocking, especially to see this late in the year, and good for Coach Walker. But I can't help but think what position puts River Falls. I mean, we're basically in March, and spring ball starts in about 2-3 weeks for some teams. It's also really late in the offseason, so anybody who was an incoming commit.
Hey, remember that just like you want to move up, every coach is also trying to move up. If they're not, even if they're D1 FCS, they trying to be D1 FBS. They're like, depending on where they at. They, you know what I'm saying? If you coaching at Princeton, maybe you trying to be at Bama. Maybe you're trying to be at Florida. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know where your coaches are trying to go or what they're trying to do to level up their own careers, to be in a better market. So the coach that you ignore today, the coach that you act like you're too good for today, might be the coach that you are trying to beg for a job tomorrow. This is why I tell you that at Complete College Prospects, and definitely on the Who's Up Next show, we're looking for the kid that is a great student, a great athlete, and a great person, because that's the kid that's not going to miss an opportunity. They're going to treat every opportunity like it's the last opportunity. And they're going to be the ones that excel. They're not going to burn bridges because they understand that they need it. If you can graduate early so you could do spring ball for football, absolutely make that happen. Coach K, facts. I'm just telling you, y'all better stop. You put up all the D1 offers, you better put up all the offers. And I've heard people say, like, if you only put up the D3s or the NAIAs, the coach is going to feel like, well, maybe that's the level you at. Yeah, maybe. But the respect level matters. If the D1s want to offer, they're going to offer. If the D1s are foolish enough not to offer because they see you got a lot of D2s or D3s or NAIAs, then that's on that coach. Now go make them pay for their mistake. Don't cry about it, go be about it. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm going to say that again. I mean, I didn't say it first, Nip said it first, but this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. High school and all that is a sprint. When we get to college, it's a marathon. Some people are going to leave 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years, 6 years. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when your time is to go to make it to where you're trying to get to, but as long as you're in the hunt, that's what matters. So please, I'm begging you, stop betraying these other coaches that show you interest and slighting them and being disrespectful and not showing the respect that they've given to you to offer you, to show you, to say, hey, I believe that you're a collegiate athlete. Someone has to believe in you. Otherwise, you will never get the opportunity. And if you don't lock in and give love to the first coach, the very first one to say, hey, I definitely believe in you, you better show them the most love because they were first and they're the ones that made all the rest happen. Period. I ain't saying that's the one you got to go with, but you definitely got to show some respect to it. And that's just facts. That's absolute facts. I don't think I did Hit World. Let's bang that out real quick. Hit World.
Yeah, welcome to the show. You in the jungle now.
We collide. Every step do or die. Watch them all get tried. You get hit, you get dropped. That's life on this side. We don't fall, we apply. Peer pressure till the legends arrive. If you flinch, y'all fried. It's that run through a wall with your eyes wide. Whistle, blow, blood cold, lock in, beast mode. Eyes up, no fear. Whole squad right here. Play call, snap fast. First hit, straight clash. You soft, get past. You tough, then last. Try, you get hit, you get dropped. That's life on this side. We don't fall, we apply. We are pressure till the legends arrive.
Hey, that's Hit World. Again, we don't just show it so that you see the terrible things that happen. We do Hit World so that you understand what these athletes commit to. They commit to sports are insanity. It just is. There's no other way to say it. To be an athlete means to be a little bit crazy because you're definitely going to have pain. It's one of those things where they go hand in hand. The glory goes with the pain, and you sign up for it. You know it's going to happen, and you commit to that. And so I want to get people to shut up when it comes to saying things about these athletes, whether you think they're good or bad, they're still trying. The question you have to ask yourself, did you or are you? If you've never played sports, and I'm not talking about at your local rec center or whatever with your friends, if you've never played a sport, you definitely shouldn't judge an athlete at any level. Period. Because they're still out giving it all that they have. And that's more than you can say you did. You're a spectator. And as a spectator, appreciate that they're willing to sacrifice themselves so that you can have a good time. We all have a lane to be in. There's nothing wrong with being a spectator that has never played sports. That's great. That's what it's for you to have a good time. But don't criticize. You can say it was a bad game. That was a bad match. That was a bad play. You can say that person didn't give their all. Trust me, I get it. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is terrible with this resting dudes healthy, resting on the court side when they should be in the game playing because you bought tickets. I get that. And you can say something about that. But if someone's out there participating and they're giving it their all at any level, let that go. You can hate that your team lost or that your person lost, but to badmouth them is insanity. And that's why we show Hit World, so that you understand, stop. We don't want you to see just the shine. We want you to see the ugly side. That's what Hit World's about. That leads us into this before we get up out of here. I definitely want to show this video because this belief changed my life. And I hope that it changes a lot of your lives. You already know I deal with mental health every time that we're on this show because I know someone out there needs to hear it. And this is one of those things that I think if you live your life in this way, you'll have a better understanding of what it means to actually live life.
You can't please everybody. When I learned I can't please everybody, my life was great. I don't care what you think about me. I don't give a fuck. Because you can't let the world dictate who you are.
Like, if I worry about what everybody else saying, I'm living for them and not me. You know, I got to live for me, bro, because this I only get one time. And the only life I got. You know what I mean? And when it's said and done, I don't want any regrets saying that I didn't do this because I was concerned what somebody was going to say or somebody's going to feel. Because one thing I do know, man, you can do it however you want to do it. You're not going to make everybody happy. So just make sure your star player is happy yourself.
When you always living to please others, you're going to always be in a constant state of depression because you're never doing nothing for you. When you start doing things for you to make you happy, then you can make somebody else happy because you're happy.
Hey, welcome back. Look, we reset. Silverback room, new studio, everything. But the one thing that didn't change is my understanding that I come on here and do this on a Sunday, every Sunday, for these athletes, these parents, these coaches, because it makes me happy to see what I can do to open doors for other people. The only thing that changed is the decision to take the company in a direction where we no longer open doors, but became the door. That's it. We do what we do to make ourselves happy because helping makes us happy. When we get a message from a parent that says, you know, you've done more for my kid in one day than another company did in 6 months, that we take pride in that. When we see another parent say that you believed in my kid when nobody else did, and now for 4 years, you've helped my kid get to their goal, and now they've committed to college, and they locked in, and that's a done deal. That makes us happy. When we see them participate in their first collegiate game, and we've watched them over the years and helped them along the way, that makes us happy. We decided to be the change, not to initiate the change, because what we understood as a firm and as a corporation is that we'll never change the people that are just in it just to take your money. We'll never change the companies that are making a bad reputation out there, and so that people don't trust and miss opportunities that they should have taken. At the end of every single year, we wash out the system and put the college athletes in the college segment. And then we move up the years, and then we get rid of all the kids in the system that are no longer playing sports. Some of those kids were 3- and 4-star athletes that missed something, didn't do something, didn't believe in themselves, didn't have support, and we have to watch their dreams die. And as a team and as a company, that is hard. And they don't go away even after the goal is accomplished. We never do. When we say lifetime, it's lifetime. If after your career, you decide to come back and say, hey, I'm not going to play college ball, but I'm going to try to do this. Can you guys help us? Yes, we're going to open the door. We're going to open the door. That's what it means. Complete college prospect, not prospect. Whether you're a student or an athlete. If you're a coach, and you come to us and say, hey, I'm trying to do this, or I'm thinking about, what do you think I got to do to get a move up from high school to college, or from youth to high school, or whatever, you'll get advice. We can put you in contact with some people. It's what we do. It's a village. So when we say that we are different, we're cut from a different cloth. No, we're not even cut from a different cloth. We're just different. We're not made of the same material. Complete College Prospects is made of material you couldn't even get, because they don't want to be the same. Their machine is built different. And we're proud of the one that we have. So we stand on business. That's what makes us happy. Our writers, scouts, when they out there in the lanes, they're happy. They're doing what they love. And we know it because when we partner with these companies and we hear about the kids that they come into contact with, we've never heard anything bad. It's always just so much love and respect. Because these men and women go out there and do the hard work. My Sundays are a privilege. This isn't a given. I could show up here. I mean, it's a given that I'm going to be here. It's a given that if there was 0 people watching, I'm still going to do the show, and I'm going to do it with the same enthusiasm, because I know what we're building and where we're trying to go. That's what makes us happy. We don't worry about what someone else says. We don't care about messing up the system. We don't care about that. The system needed to be fixed. It didn't want to be fixed, so we went a different way. And we became the system. We locked in with the schools, the NCAA, with the federal government, with your local government. We locked in all the way. This is what we do. So we're not opening the door. We are the door. Complete College Prospects, at the firm, the Who's Up Next show, we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to change lives, one life at a time. But we decided to make the gap just too big for anybody else to mess with. And that's why, again, you invest in yourself and become a member of Complete College Prospects. We turn around and invest in you and give you a little bit of stock so that you can have something that's tangible, that you can hold on to, that you can say, hey, when you see the value of the company go up, you're like, look, and you'll remember one day when you're like, yo, those people invested back in me. I own something. They didn't just take from me and then help me. They took from me, helped me, and then gave me something for my future. That makes me happy. As the CEO of this company, I love it. Hey, man, for all of you guys, you companies that are in the firm that watch this show, participate in the show, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. All of us here at Complete College Prospect, this thing is a thing, and we love everything that you do. For all of you athletes, man, I appreciate you when you come on this show. Even though you thank me, I'm thankful for you. You parents and you people that are fans of these athletes, I appreciate you because you are the ones that give me the opportunity to put the person that you love or the people that you like to watch out there for the world to see. We're back. So till next Sunday, I'm the big fella. I love you all, and I'm out.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Hey, oh, oh. Hey, hey, oh, hope you enjoyed the show. Hey, 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 hey. Hope you enjoyed the show. Laughs and games before you go. From the first to the fly. No flex.